A solid choice. A very strong play. This prepares the bishop for development. This is the strongest option. This strikes at the center with a pawn, trying to gain space. The bishop is ready to be developed to an active square. This strikes at the center to fight for space. White develops the bishop and attacks the center. This is not the right idea. This moves the bishop to a more active square, making it gain scope. This is an equal trade. A clear recapture. This moves the bishop to a better location, allowing it to control more squares. Castling gets the king out of the center of the board, while also developing a rook. The best option was to develop a bishop off its starting square. Very precise. There were worse moves, but also something much better. The game is still close to equal, but white lost their advantage. This missed an opportunity to punish a mistake. This threatens to kick a knight. Right on target. This creates a pawn chain, linked pawns that form a strong structure. After all captures, this is an equal trade. A straightforward recapture. This avoids clear danger. This threatens to tactically win a knight. That's not a mistake, but it's not the best move either. White had an advantage, but now the game is close to equal. This permits the opponent to eventually win a knight. This wins a knight. This removes a pawn that was threatening to win material. A clear recapture. The better move was to castle to the same side as the opponent. This is the only good move. This is a fair move. That queen was free for the taking. Recaptures from a previous move. One of the best moves. This blocks the attack on a pawn that could have been captured. This gives away a free bishop. That was a free bishop. This threatens to win a bishop by adding pressure to a pinned piece. Now white can't stop black from winning material if they make the right moves. The best option was to sacrifice a rook for a nice tactic. The game was close to balanced, but now black is worse. This threatens to checkmate the king. This prevents the opponent from being able to eventually win material. This stops the opponent from being able to checkmate the king. This threatens to force eventual checkmate. This threatens to tactically win a queen. This wins a pawn. A straightforward recapture. That was a free pawn. This permits the opponent to eventually win a pawn. This allows the opponent to eventually win material. The better move was to eventually win a pawn. The best option was to eventually win material. This is the only move that works. This defends a vulnerable knight by pinning one of its attackers. This moves the bishop to a more active square, making it gain. This is the only good move. This steps away from the checking bishop. This threatens to eventually win material. White can win material through a fork with the right follow-up from here. This allows the opponent to threaten checkmate. This threatens to win material by checking the king away from its defense. That's fine. That pawn was free for the taking. This blocks the check from an opposing queen. A solid choice. A clear recapture. This avoids clear danger. This attacks a queen, winning a tempo when it moves away. The correct move to safety. That's not a mistake, but it's not the best move either. This steps away from the checking queen. This creates a threat against a bishop by pinning one of its defenders. This move puts the bishop on a safer square. This evades the check from the bishop. This is a fair move. This is the strongest option. This evades the check from the queen. A very strong play. This allows the opponent to force eventual checkmate. This forces an eventual checkmate. This steps away from the checking rook. This continues the checkmate threat.